Good morning, students. In the last topic, we have done elastic collision in one dimension. Now we will study about elastic collision in two dimension. Two dimension means we will use x and y directions both. First of all, we have to consider the perfectly elastic bodies. Elastic bodies A and B of masses m1 and m2, and initially they are moving with the velocity u1 and u2. Means body A has velocity u1, body B has velocity u2, and final velocity after the collision b1, A has velocity b1 and B has velocity b2. And we know that already in elastic collision in one dimension we have done that if u1 will be greater than u2, then only collision will be there, collision will occur. Clear? If u1 will be greater than u2, then only collision will occur. Similarly, here also we will take that u1 is greater than u2, and after the collision, bodies will move with the velocity v1 and v2 along the directions. Now here collision will be two dimension. Clear? So after the collision, bodies will move by making an angle theta with the theta and phi. We will take two angles theta and phi with the incident direction. ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਆ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਸੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਐਂਗਲ ਥੀਟਾ ਐਂਡ ਫਾਈ ਬਣਾਇਆ. ਦੈਨ ਆਲਰੇਡੀ ਵੀ ਨੋ ਦੈਟ ਕਿ kinetic energy and momentum will conserve because collision are elastic. But in this case, if two dimensions are there, we will see that kinetic energy and momentum are conserved, and then we will find the velocities. First of all, take two bodies A, mass m1 and initial velocity u1, body B, mass m2, initial velocity is u2. Then during the collision A and B, m1 m2, this is before collision, this is during collision, and then after the collision this is the incident direction. Clear? But the bodies after the collision will make angle theta and angle phi, and body B will go to this direction with velocity v2, and body A will go to this direction with velocity v1. And similarly we know that if there is here angle is phi will be there, two different angle will be there. Now if anybody makes an angle, clear, then its two components resolved in two directions. Here this will be horizontal component for this body, b1 cos of theta. Similarly it will be its vertical component, b1 sin of theta, this. And similarly for this v2, horizontal component will be same, v2 cos of phi, and in this direction it will be v2 sin of phi. Now this is the negative, so we will take as it negative sign. Clear? Now we will apply the condition for elastic collision that kinetic energy is conserved. First of all, initial kinetic energy will be half m1 u1 for first body and half m2 u2 for body B. Then final will be same, half m2 v2 square. Now we will cancel out the half from whole of the equation. Then b1 u1 square plus m2 u2 the square is equal to m1 v1 square plus m2 v2 square. This is equation number 1. Take this as the equation number 1. Now we have to take the momentum in different directions. Clear? We will take the momentum in different direction. Initially the momentum of the body A in x direction was m1 u1. Similarly body B m2 u2. Similarly for final momentum it will be m1 v1 or whatever we will take according to this angle theta. Now take initial momentum of body A in x-axis or along x-axis, that will be m1 u1. Similarly, initial momentum of body B in x direction, that will be m2 u2. Clear? Then final momentum of body A in x-axis, that will be, now see in the figure that final momentum of body A is going to this angle and x direction is this, y is this, so its momentum will be m1 v1 cos of theta. Similarly, in y direction it will be m1 v1 sin of theta. Clear? Final momentum of the body A in x direction, that will be m1 b1 cos of theta. Similarly, final momentum of body B in x direction, that will be m2 v2 cos of phi, because for body B the angle is phi, so its velocity along x-axis is v2 cos of phi, so momentum will be m2 v2 cos of phi. Now total initial momentum along x-axis will be equal to total final momentum along x-axis. Already we know that momentum is constant in elastic collision, so total initial momentum in x direction, that will be equal to total final momentum in x direction. Now we will take two directions due to the elastic collision in two dimensions. So total initial momentum was m1 u1 plus m2 u2. This was the initial momentum of body A, this was the body B in x direction. Similarly, m1 b1 cos of theta plus m2 v2 cos of phi. Clear? This is the final momentum of body A in x direction, this is the final momentum of body B in x direction. Clear? This is the equation number 2. Now similarly we will take initial momentum of body A in y direction. Now you see in the figure okay, initial momentum in along y direction, there is no initial momentum because body was moving in along the x-axis or in one direction, we can say that initially. So total momentum of body A and body B in the y direction, that will be 0, but after the collision final momentum of body A will be this m1 v1 sin of theta. Similarly, of body B will be m2 v2 sin of phi, because negative sign due to this negative direction. So initial momentum of body A and body B in y direction, that will be 0, but final momentum of body A in y axis, that will be m1 b1 sin of theta. Already I have told you. Similarly, final momentum of body B in y axis, that will be m2 v2 sin of phi, but here sign will be negative because negative y axis was there. So total conserved, we will apply the condition of conservation. So total final momentum is equal to in y direction. So total equal to total initial momentum in y direction. So total initial momentum in y direction was 0, that is equal to m1 b1 sin of theta minus m2 v2 sin of phi. Or we can say that m1 v1 sin of theta will be equal to m2 v2 sin of phi. This will be equation number 3. Clear? Now we will solve these equations one by one. Now first of all, when target body will be at rest, target body is at rest, means u2 is 0, means target body है जी rest है, and we will apply the condition m1 equal to m2 equal to m, means m1 m2 same है, m ਦੇ equal ही नहीं. So we will apply these equations one by one in every equation, means in first equation this one m1 u1 square, here we will put the value that is equal to 0 and m1 equal to m2 that is equal to m. So from 1 we will get m u1 square plus m into 0 is equal to m v1 square plus m v2 square, or we can say that it will be u1 square is equal to v1 square plus v2 square, or this will be equation number 4. Similarly in next